Hi, I'm Ashley McCulley. I taught myself how to cook, and now that I am feeding my husband, my kids, even my neighbors, I have found that flavor is my love language. Join me in the kitchen where you'll learn everything from how to boil water to navigating the grocery store. Fair warning though, I am the opposite of good when it comes to shooting and editing video. Seriously, it's comically low rent. So join me in the kitchen today as we make super simple roasted chicken legs. These are the drumsticks and the actual thigh. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the drumstick and then this is the thigh. If you turn it over, you're going to see a little bit of leftover skin. This is some bone. Don't let it freak you out. Don't worry about it, okay? All right, so we're just gonna take this out right here. All right, throw that away, okay? So we have 3 of these. What we're going to do is we're going to take paper towels and we're just going to press the towel on top of the chicken to dry it off. Easy, easy, okay? You wanna do this because this is how you get crispy skin. If you have too much moisture on the meat or in the pan, what's gonna happen is it's going to steam, and steam is not crunchy. Steam is going to give you kind of a disappointing chicken skin experience. All right, so now that we've got that, okay, I'm going to season with salt and pepper. Okay, salt, I keep it in a well like this, wood, because it needs to stay dry. And then you just take a pinch and you just pour it right, sprinkle it right over the top. Okay, some of it will fall off because it's not a wet surface for it to stick to. Okay, but just trust the process. Trust the process. All right, pepper. All right. Pepper these days comes like this, and let me show you what this does. All right, so you have a cap, you're gonna take that off. Then over here, you have these little knobs. If you turn all the way to the small, that's gonna be fine grind. Middle is going to be medium grind, so it's gonna be a little bit bigger, you're gonna have bigger pieces. And then if you turn it all the way to the big side, that's the coarsest grind, so you're gonna have big pieces of pepper. What I wanna do when I'm seasoning is I want to go for the smallest one, okay? So, just gonna sprinkle this. I will tell you that a big reason that pepper has gone into this form is because when you get fresh cracked pepper, it has more oil in it, and so it has more flavor. If it's in the metal tin, if it's in the little box, and it was ground by a machine, then that oil has just gone away. It's no longer tasty. It's just kind of black specks. Okay, so here's one side. Because I don't want to wash my hands again, I'm gonna take some tongs, and I'm just gonna flip them over. And we're just going to repeat the process. Okay, big pinch of salt. Okay, you're gonna season the meat. All right, and if you're thinking to yourself, oh, that's gonna be so salty, it won't. Okay, all right. Then pepper. Now, I'm gonna turn this back over. Okay. All right, oven is up to temperature. All right, that's gonna go in for about, I'm gonna check it at 25 minutes. Okay, 25 minutes. All right, the chicken's been in for 22 minutes. I have 3 minutes left on my timer, but my nose is telling me I need to check. So, when you open the oven, open, step back. Don't just stick your face in there because you're gonna be met with some very hot gas. Okay, let's see. All right, this looks good. If you're going to invest in one kitchen gadget, might I recommend a meat thermometer. All right, now let's take a look at our meat thermometer. When you are taking the temperature of dark meat, you want to get between the thigh and the leg, okay? So right here, 163, 165, 180, 182. Okay, so right here, 157. You want to take temperatures until you get the highest read and the lowest read. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the bake and turn on the broil. I'm going to click start, and I'm going to put these back in for another 2 minutes. This is going to crisp up the skin, give it more of a brown color, and it's going to bring up the last little bit to 165. Got some roasted chicken on top. I'm gonna put some foil on it and walk it over.